Yeah, so on this day, this gentleman right here, as you can see how he's looking at me, on this day, this gang stalker right here, weird ass looking dude, don't even look human. He looked like some type of demon that just put on a meat suit. But anyway, he was gang stalking me up here at the train. The train had a Verspätung, or it wasn't running. Es war gesperrt. And so I decided to take the bus. And so when I came downstairs, he walked past me while I was up there on the platform, and then that guy also came and stood behind me. You can come on, look at his face. Does he look like he's in control of himself? Look how spaced out he looked. Like some of these perps, they're worse off than people who use hardcore drugs. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you could just look at his face. Look at him, empty, just a soulless being, right? Look at him, empty, soulless being. Now, the guy that had on that shirt, you can see that the handler right here, he just standing around watching me. Now look at all these people modulating on the street. What's so special about me that you would just stand around and watch me? Now, remind you, I got on spyware glasses, okay? Now also look at this too. You see like the one hubcap missing, or one hubcap another color like this? You see that? Okay. These are basically satanic people who are controlled electronically, neurologically, shackled. They are Satan's slaves. They will do anything. They will suck Satan's cock so hard, and they will do anything for Satan and for those demons they're possessed by to feed them. That's all they care about. They're not even conscientious of the fact of what they're doing, to the extent of what they're doing. They are just on autopilot. Knock knock, no one's home. No one's home. That's the truth, man. Same thing with this metrosexual terrorist right here with his eyebrows arched, giving me the middle finger. He tried to record me, and he was trying to record me too. They both were working together. And when I started to record them, they both act like they were not doing nothing. And then he shoots me the middle finger. Oh, this older woman right here, this Polish woman that lives at Karl Bremer Ring 15, I stayed next door to her. She terrorized me every day. And she's blocking the aisle right in front of me. This is the reason why you see on the picture she's standing there in front of me, because she always was outside blocking the walkway, laughing at me, walking around, having her dog run up to me. Now, this is another thing I wanted to talk about with these Matrix satanic agents, okay? Basically, they tried to gain some type of autonomy over you. So I was living in this building, and basically across from me in this building right here is like this balcony, and there was this crazy satanic perp who let me see if I can get the video up to show you how he looks. This guy is nuts, like butt fuck nuts, okay? This dude got an issue. This dude is mentally ill, okay? I'm gonna show you examples, okay? Da 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 da. I'm gonna take the volume down a little. But look at his face, okay? This was the guy that was staying right here in this apartment building right across from me. And every single fucking day, faithfully, whether I take the bus, whether I walking down the street, he was always in my face, always staring at me. One day he walked past me and gave me the most psychopathic look I've ever seen in my life. To this date, I've never seen nothing sicker than that. And this guy was just obsessed with me. Look at him. I recorded him while I was on the bus, because I'm on the bus and he's just staring at me. All right. Now, funny enough, just a few weeks ago, which I don't have the pictures. Okay. He is very mentally ill. This guy right here. Okay. Funny enough, um, this guy had his handler with him one day, and then he asked me. He jumped in my face and blocked the walkway and asked me, "Did I have a problem with him?" And I said, "No, you have a problem with yourself." I was like, "Hey, I'm not responsible for your mental illness, okay? Get out of my way. You got 5 seconds to get out of my way, or either I'm gonna call the police or I'm gonna physically remove you out of my way." I never heard nothing from him again. But then one day I looked over there Now, they try to control where you look. I know that sounds funny. They're trying to scare you from coming outside. That's really what these satanic matrix agents are doing. Because you don't want to conform and be satanic and docile in a mind like them, they will try to scare you from coming outside. They will scare you from any type of freedom and release. They just want to basically bombard you with their mental illnesses. Okay? So um, I looked over here in this direction out of my kitchen window, and him and his girlfriend was sitting on the balcony. And then I left, and they were staring at me, shaking their head. 10 minutes later, I get up the street. They pull up in the car right in front of me, park in front of me, hop out, and act like they're gonna like jump me or beat me up, and then they just walk off the other direction. The type of sadistic games that these Nazis play. Okay, he is a radicalist and a Satanist. And you know what? Do you really think that Christ is going to grant him, uh, you know, asylum in the kingdom of heaven? Do you really think that this perp is going to heaven? Do you really think that he can be saved? Do you really think that God honors his works? Do you think that what he's doing is godly and righteous? So in this day, what you got is you got a bunch of satanic, evil people. Look at his eyes. Look at. I mean, I'm just recording, and you can see all these manifestations coming out of his face. Look at this. Okay. So Richard Bruce was right when he was talking about this. Not all these people are off. Okay. Look at his face. Look at how angry he looks. Look at it. It's just total sickness. Okay. No, this guy is not righteous. This guy is not of God. This guy is of the devil. And he's a matrix agent to be there every single time. I don't want to spend all my time on this dude, but I just had to basically document that. Now my computer's acting weird. Yeah, that's the energy. My computer might start acting weird because these people are demonic, and you know that demonic energy will manifest. So what you're looking at is just a bunch of satanic people who attack me for no reason at all. I don't know any of these people. I've never done nothing wrong to these people. This guy right here waited around for me. I got a video of this guy sitting in the aisle acting like he wanted to buy water, but he's just smirking like this demented smirk at me. And then I got also a video of him actually walking out before me and looking back at me. You know how some perps, they give you that very psychotic look. They're excited about what's going to happen to you next. You know, this woman was also demented, standing around. She was actually in back of me, and I was in front of her. And as I was like trying to pay for my stuff, she's like looking at her handler, which is the other mentally ill guy, right here, right? And she's just like setting it up. This guy right here is a drug addict. He is around Bromford. One day I was doing some stretches in my apartment, and I came out, and he was standing on the street corner doing the same stretches as me. This gentleman right here followed me into the grocery store. He was basically the manager, the handler manager of this whole operation the day that I got gang stalked in there. And he had at least 4 to 5 perps in there, and then another handler, which was in the green jacket, also came in there and assisted him. This guy right here is very mentally ill. He has freckles on his face. He comes from I don't know, some African country. He's a sick person. I caught him gang stalking me, sitting around across the street from my fitness center, and I seen him on this day 3 times in less than 45 minutes in 3 different locations of the city. I went to a lawyer about this. A lawyer told me to establish a protocol, and that if this continues to happen, there's no mathematical. Now a lawyer told me this, okay, that there's no mathematical way that this can happen. Now, what I brought up to my girlfriend, and I'll just mention this really quick. Isn't it ironic that in this time where you got these people following you saying that you're dangerous or you're a criminal or you need to be watched, but yet they are the ones that should be watched? And if you try to rectify the situation and just talk to them in just a humanity type of gesture, like a humane way, these people will call you crazy and call you sick. But if you slit their throats or you shoot them in the face, like, people will come around and see that dead body on the ground and say that's crazy, but they won't even talk about it at all anymore after that, like it never happened. So, you'll get called crazy for trying to handle a situation in a humane way. But if you handle it in a very aggressive, animalistic way, nobody has a problem with that. We're talking about taking people's lives. Now look at this woman right here. You can't tell that she's overtaking.